I'm on a 1-year journey to professional golf, and I'm 6 months in already. We got to talk about how it's going. What have I learned? What needs to change? And where can I still grow? Thousands of followers, hundreds of subscribers, tons of views and likes later. You guys have been a part of that the whole time. Thank you very much for that. If you haven't and you want to keep watching my journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. You guys really don't understand how important that is for this journey to create a following, to create some kind of sustainability for this effort. We got 6 months until the tour starts, until my professional debut. So let's talk about everything that I've learned in the first 6 months and how I'm going to apply that to the next 6 months. So I started this journey in April and it is currently October. So it's been just over 6 months and I've gone from about a 6 handicap down to a 0.4. In terms of actual golfing ability, I've got a lot better in a short amount of time. So I'm really stoked about that. Well, I think where I'm struggling right now is confidence. 2 weeks ago, I shot my career best score. I shot a 70, 2 under, but I still haven't broken 70. And I'm still not at a 0 handicap where I wanted to be. And I still have time to do that by the end of the year, but I just feel like time's running out. I feel like I practice way too hard to be this bad at golf. Honestly, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I might have lost my way a little bit. 6 months in, I've become a little more grandiose, thinking, all right, this could be a career. Maybe I get to the PGA. What does that look like? When I started this journey 6 months ago, it wasn't to win the Masters. It wasn't to have a career on the PGA Tour. It was just to complete my childhood dream, which is to play professional golf. So I wanted to play on a mini tour. I wanted to play in a couple events. I wanted to make a little bit of money to say that I did it. So I find myself going through this journey and starting to allow myself to dream a little bigger, which I don't think is necessarily a problem as long as I keep hold of what the goal is. Again, the goal is never to win 7 green jackets. That'd be awesome, but the goal was simply to accomplish this dream, just for the sake of doing it. Just to show you guys that the dream's never dead. But all those people out there who had something they gave up on, or all those people out there who still have a pipe dream, this was just for us to enjoy. This was for us to experiment with, to have fun with, to do it, to say we did it. So I need to get back to that. So I'm putting way too much pressure and way too much expectation on myself, sitting here saying I need to have a 20-year career on the PGA Tour. Even fantasizing about that just lumps the pressure on. Maybe it's enough to just play a couple events on the Carolina Mountain Tour. So we got to get back to basics. For the next 6 months, my goal here is to get back to basics. Understand and remember why I started this in the first place as an experiment, as fun, as, a what if. Sometimes when I'm having a rough day, when I'm practicing and things aren't going my way, I tap back into that and say, look, this was just a year. This is a year experiment. We got to give it all for 1 year and see what happens. Just hang on long enough to see what happens. And so when I'm down, when I don't believe, as much as I love the process, as much as I love to practice and I love to play, there's definitely challenging moments where it's hard to stay believing in yourself. And so in those moments, I try to just detach from the outcome and say, it doesn't really matter what happens. This was an experiment. This was for fun. Let's just see what happens. The biggest thing that I've learned so far in the first 6 months of this journey is just how important the people around you are when you're trying to do something like play professional sport. I hear so many athletes say thanks to my team for helping me be here, helping me make it, everything they do to support me. And I never really understood what that meant until I started this journey. The people in my team, the people around me in my life have been so critical for this journey. And I hesitate to call them my team, but in some way it does kind of feel like that. I have a lot of people supporting me and a lot of people helping out. And frankly, none of this would be possible without every single one of them. My girlfriend, Kat, who you guys seen on here a lot, has been instrumental in this whole thing. Whether it be supporting me, whether it be encouraging me, whether it be filming us, whether it be coming to these matches and these tournaments. I also have an amazing counselor that's been helping me personally, and I guess you could call it in a sports psychology realm as well, although not strictly. A lot of our work has helped a ton to even have the possibility of doing this, to even start this process. I can attribute a lot of that to my therapist. My swing coach / uncle, Brian, along with my swing coach here in Colorado, Jim, we've been working in conjunction with one another to talk about what we want to do, translate that to feeling, and make it a reality. My parents and everybody watching these videos, just supporting the positive comments, the love, the support. It's really been awesome. I think one thing that's really helped me has been the belief of other people, because I can see it. I can see when I'm talking to someone at the club, when I'm talking to somebody that's watching the videos, when I read the comments, I can see the belief that other people have. And that to me says, hey, there might be something here. This might be really a possibility. If these people can believe in you, then you can believe in yourself. The mentality of golf has been the biggest hurdle for me. Even with 2 psychology degrees, even with a master's degree, even as a psychology professor, the psychology of golf is just so difficult to master. A friend of mine coaches soccer at a very high level, and we were having a conversation the other day, and what he said really helped my mindset about stuff like this. He said that the mentality of sports is 90% of success. Having the right mentality, understanding the mental game, believing in yourself. And he said the other 10% is continuing to stay true to your process even when you don't believe in yourself. Just continuing to believe in yourself despite these overwhelming odds. Let's be honest, this is a ridiculous thing to even say. This is a ridiculous thing to do. This is a ridiculous attempt at a ridiculous dream. I mean, going pro in golf in 1 year is absurd. And there's really no reason that I should even halfway believe in this pipe dream. But that's just it. Believing in the face of overwhelming odds might just be the thing that helps me make it. 6 months in, I want to thank everyone for watching these videos. All the thousands of you that follow me on TikTok, all the hundreds that follow me here and on Instagram, all of the comments, all of the likes, all of the love, all of the shares. Thank you, genuinely. This doesn't happen without you. Going forward, you guys are going to be a huge part of this process. This is not meant to be me talking to a camera. This is meant to be us talking to each other. You're just as much part of this process as everybody else I listed on my team. So I consider the gallery, I consider the followers, the subscribers part of that team as well. And I thank you truly for every one of you who has watched and subscribed. So let's just find out together. Let's see. Let's watch and see what happens, what unfolds in the next 6 months. What happens when I play my first professional tournament, when I turn pro next April. Happy to have you guys along for the ride. It truly means the world. And I will see you in the next episode of Tourbound.